Why limit yourself to plain salt when you can boost those flavors with extra spices and seasonings? I'm going to show you 3 ways that I like to jazz up my salt. Let me show you how to make rosemary garlic salt.
To a bowl, add 1 cup of flaky sea salt. To the salt, add in 28 grams, about 1/4 cup of dried rosemary. It's really important to use dried herbs in your salt when you're making these recipes because you don't want the moisture to get into the salt and cause things to potentially go off. And I'm adding in 1/8 of a cup, 10 grams of garlic powder. You can leave it just like this, but I'm going to go ahead and put it through my food processor to make that rosemary and salt a little bit finer. I'm using the small bowl of my food processor. Give it a few pulses until everything has started to break down a little bit. Decant into a jar and store it in your cupboard. I have to make this at least once a month because I use it so often.
This salt is perfect on chicken, on fish. My favorite is on roast potatoes, but don't limit yourself there. You can put this in any savory dish that you want to add a pop of flavor to. This bourbon garlic salt is amazing on grilled meats. It adds that salty, sweet, delicious flavor that we all love.
To a pot, add about 1 cup, around 240 milliliters of bourbon. Add in 3 large cloves of garlic that have been peeled. Then set the heat to high so that it starts to boil. We're looking to reduce this by half. The garlic flavor will infuse into the bourbon.
By cooking the bourbon, you're boiling out the alcohol content, so you really don't have to worry about alcohol in this salt.
Once the liquid has reduced, remove the garlic. Add 1 cup of flaky salt to a bowl. I'm using Maldon salt, and that weighs about 115 grams. Add your reduced bourbon to the salt. Stir it together until all of the bourbon has coated each piece of salt. Spread the salt evenly on a baking tray that's been lined with parchment paper. We want to be sure to get all of the moisture out of the salt so that it doesn't go rancid in the cupboard. And into the oven.
You'll want to bake this in a really low oven for about an hour so that it completely dehydrates. In fact, if you had a dehydrator, that's an even better option.
You'll want to make sure to set your oven at the lowest temperature possible. I'm leaving my oven door slightly ajar so that the moisture can come out of the oven and that salt can dry up nicely. At this stage, the salt will be pretty crispy and crunchy, so you'll want to break it up in your fingers. Store it in a jar and it will keep in your cupboard for ages.
Here's how to make vanilla salt.
To a bowl, add 1 cup of flaky salt. Then we're going to remove the seeds from 2 vanilla beans. To do this, you want to gently cut down the center of your bean, making sure not to cut all the way through. Then using the sharp side of your knife, scrape down the bean so that you pull out all of those little seeds on the inside. The vanilla pod itself has so much flavor, so I'm going to store that in the jar with the salt. Add your vanilla seeds to the salt and really break it down. Make sure all of those seeds are well incorporated throughout the salt. Pop the vanilla pod in your jar, top it with your salt, and it's ready to store.
It needs to cure for about 2 weeks before it's ready to use. I love topping my chocolate chip cookies with this salt, or it's amazing sprinkled on hot chocolate and my personal favorite, oatmeal. YouTube thinks you're gonna love this video, so be sure to check it out. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, please hit the like button and make sure to subscribe because I come out with a new video every week. See you next time.